Hey everybody, here we are back on the farm. It is Friday afternoon and I have got a small paddock carved out here with some hot wire for this Andrew boar, which is named Firman. And I think this is a Wilson's Gina gilt, or sorry, not a gilt, she's a sow now. Hazelnut. Hazelnut's a good mama. She had 5 good babies. Her first farrowing, which was in April, and she took the 2 babies that Lemon didn't really take to, but she's a good girl. Yeah, a couple strands of hot wire, just a small paddock here. Firman's pretty interested in the babies there. He is not trained to hot wire, and neither was Francine, and there's a story behind that which I'll get into here in a bit. But for now, just wanted to show that we have them on some grass, and Hazelnut is loving it. Not to be too graphic here, but there are signs, as you can see, that this sow has been bred. It's been a little bit. Her posterior isn't as juicy as you might find it if it's been a fresh occurrence, but I would say at some point since this morning, she has been bred. So this boar is one of our boars, but he's from another farm. They were having difficulty getting him to breed their sow Francine, and it looks like Francine wouldn't stand for him. I had those 2 together in this pen here for a few days, and he was rooting around on Francine pretty hard, and he was trying to mount her, but she would not stand for him. So when I took her out of the pen that morning and took her out into the pasture with Wiz, he bred her right away. So he must have had the magic touch. I don't know. She stood for him, and then as you know, if you watched the last video, she got into the boar paddock and was bred again by Darby. So Firman here seems to be perfectly viable. He definitely, looking at him, he's got the tender bits there that there doesn't appear to be any issues. He's definitely marking his territory and stinking up the joint. Now, the boar that he came from, he looks just like him, a spitting image. Ain't that right, buddy? He was definitely a beast when it came to the women, and his bedside manner was not very gentle. So we found him another pasture to go terrorize, and this was a good looking boy here. So it looks just like his daddy. Now I would say that Andrew was probably a good mid-sized Kunekune boar. He was probably about 220 pounds, and by the looks of this guy, he'll probably be about the same when he's fully grown. So right now he's a pretty pig. He's got a great personality. Like I said, he's easy to handle. Lays down right here. He wants his belly rubs. Let me see, you got some tusks coming in? Yeah, he's got some little tusks there starting to show. So, yeah, I think he's going to grow up and be a good boy. Let's, fingers crossed that him and Hazelnut here produce a nice little litter of piggies. So there can be some issues when it comes to coonies and them wanting to breed. If the pigs have grown up together or they've spent a lot of time before breeding age, they can actually kind of form a bond where they won't want to breed. So we went through all the motions of separating the pigs, pretty much every trick that we knew to try to get them to breed. But like I said, when it came right down to it, Francine wasn't going to stand for him. So hopefully them having their little, look at that horsefly right there. Oh, sorry, sweetie. Them having their little visit over here will broaden both of their horizons. So this will be the first time that she's been bred, and this should be the first time he's getting some piggy action as well. Here we are out on the farm. It is a couple days since I shot some of that other video, but not a whole lot's changed. Yesterday was pretty hot and humid, so I got a couple little tasks done. The big one for this coming week, it's been raining off and on today, so that hasn't been very helpful. Not that I'm going to complain about the rain. See if I can turn. So one of my tasks coming up here is to pull this fence out. I started right down there. You see where I got the two spots mowed out there. Got some wire pulled down to keep the pigs back. I want to reuse some of these posts, and I don't think I'm going to change this out of being pig paddock. I want to push the pig paddock out so they got more grass to eat. But the reason this fence is here is to keep the horses out. I got some work going on in the barn. That's why that board's there. Just to keep the horses from running in that hatch, that door, if you will. So everybody's eating right now. It just come a little shower here. It's going to shower again here shortly. Once again, not going to complain. But hopefully here soon I'll have this run of fence pulled out. It'll just be a little bit easier getting back and forth into this boar paddock. Ease the pain of moving pigs around. Right here was pretty much bare dirt, like that right over there. See their big wallow they made. And I took them off of this earlier this year, and it's come back really nice. So I'm assuming sometime this fall, I will stretch some hot wire back in here and let the pigs eat this down. They'll clean all this up too. It'll be easier to keep them this winter when they're closer to the house, especially when it comes to getting water out to these guys and gals. It can be a chore in winter when everything starts freezing. So this is a good representation of what the bulk of the farm pasture looked like when we first started getting into this place. This is a lot of goldenrod, and I would say if I could stand up straight still, probably about 6'3". This stuff is probably getting close to almost 6 foot tall. And you see you have some new shoots coming off of this Osage tree that has been cut down. I'm working on clearing a lot of this out. You got this little stand of sumacs here. Once again, those things will start dying. These locust trees right here, obviously they have seen better days. You see the woodpecker's been working on this one. See some of the holes there. Normally when you see these growing off the side of them, they're definitely on their way out. But for some reason all the locust trees around here are dying just as quick as the sumacs are, if not worse. There's a really old one right there. I just haven't cut that trunk down yet. I was shooting into it. Hate to lose my target backstop. Hey, Astrid. So I took some time today to just sit with the piglets and try to get them used to my presence. The last time I handled these pigs, I was giving them vaccines, and it was not a great time. And they're also at that age where piglets like to steer clear of people. So some of them are starting to warm up to me. They're actually getting within one arm's reach and even putting their snouts on me at times. But yeah, they're still not too sure. So I try to spend as much time with them as I can. It just gives them the opportunity to get used to me and let them know that I'm not just the feed wagon as well. So anyway, just a couple short clips to let you see some piggies. They're fun. It's a rough day on the farm. All right, everybody. Well, it's Monday now, and it's already been a long week, but that's going to wrap up this video. That was a few bits from over the weekend, getting those pigs settled, getting them a little grass. Just always poking around the farm here. There's so many improvements and cleanup things that need to get done. So never a shortage of stuff to do, that's for sure. But as usual, thanks for watching, and hopefully these videos might be useful for someone. I'm hoping my grandson likes to watch them. And going forward here, I'm going to be doing some training with my 12-year-old daughter on video editing and things along those lines. She's shown some interest in doing this stuff, so I've made a couple of these videos to educate myself, and I'm hoping I can pass some of that on to her and then let her run with it. So will she be showing up in these videos? I'm not quite sure about that yet, but she definitely is going to be on the back end helping do some editing, and then we'll just see where the videos go. Like I said, this is not something that we're expecting to take off. And sorry, I put my hand right in the camera there. I mean, we don't have fancy stuff. I'm filming this on my phone. We're just doing the best we can with what we have, but she'll hopefully do a better job than I will at editing these videos, but we'll see. Maybe I can get her out here and get her behind the camera, and if I can get her to get in front of the camera, then that might be fun, but not quite sure about that just yet. So the world we live in today, just don't know about putting my babies out there. But anyway, thanks for watching, and like I said, there's going to be more on the pigs, more on projects, and just a farm record for myself, if nothing else. And if you are watching these, and I know we had a few folks watch them, I really appreciate it. So anyway, y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.